criteria for selecting the beneficiaries were comprehensive design to ensure that the program support ventures with highest potential for impact. The program beneficiaries were comprehensively selected to support ventures with the highest potential impact. The criteria included job creation potentials, social impact, innovation, scalability, sustainability, proposal quality, and environmental, social, and so forth. Today, NEIP is here to go with the onboarding process of Adwumawura, of which His Excellency John Dramani Mahama promised the nation. To facilitate training and capacity building, NEIP has partnered with 120 hubs, training partners distributed strategically across the country. These hubs serve as regional centers for mentorship, incubation, practical training. The training manual developed in collaborative with industry experts and partners institutions is structured to provide both theoretical knowledge and practical application. The modules include business planning, financial literacy, marketing and branding, digital skills, operational management, compliance, customer service, excellence, and sustainable business practice. The program's success hinges on the active engagement of the hubs. So with the hubs, I know you are all here. We beg you, the success of our program is hinged on you. And we believe strongly that after the 1 week extensive workshop that we did for you, you are also going to contribute your quota to help the research agenda. On behalf of NEIP, I extend my deepest gratitude to our partners, government agencies, financial institutions, development partners, and ecosystem actors, whose collaboration and dedication have made this program possible. Together, we build a resilient, structured, measurable framework for entrepreneurial success that will contribute meaningfully to the President's vision for a thriving, inclusive, and resilient Ghanaian economy. Let us approach this program with diligence, objectivity, and purpose. Every entrepreneur trained, every business incubated, and every market assessed represents a tangible step towards a stronger and more innovative and resilient economy. Yebesre mo, edwuma na yede ahye yensa no, munti ene ye wo ha. Nti wo a wanya akwanya bia na yede waka ho no, kai hu se Mampeni John Dramani Mahama ne research agenda no, onso oka ho a wo yama na yiyi. Nti baby yede wo beko bia se kona kwaje ntete no, ntete ni ne hiansa ansa mo na ba. Nti hubs na ebeboa amaye training mo no, bi mo wo ha. All the public universities in the country, yeni omonso ye adwuma, omonso betiti bi. Nti mo kwa mo nkosua nimde na de mampani bi aba no, eso aba mfa so. Thank you all.
Eni empacho me pese me nsan bo subiom. CEO say mo kwa mo nkosua nimde na ne ya ni mampani bi aba no. Yeni na yenya so mfa so. A better round of applause for Mr. Eric Opoku, CEO for NEIP. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to take you down the memory lane of the National Adwumawura program. I beg your pardon. Memory lane down the Adwumawura program. Right from 28th April 2025 up until now. We have a documentary curated specially for you. Let's take a look at it.
Budgetary allocation has been made for that. 2,000 viable businesses will receive funding based on scalability and the potential to create jobs. This program targets Ghanaian-owned youth-led businesses across all educational backgrounds, with specific directives to allow access for women and persons with disability, unemployed, and out-of-school youth and our vulnerable populations.
innovation, the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program proudly launched the Adwumawura initiative, which is set to build and create at least 10,000 youth-owned businesses. The technical committee was inaugurated under the leadership of Honorable George Opare-Addo, Minister of Youth Development and Empowerment, setting the stage for transformative change in the entrepreneurial ecosystem. Engaging stakeholders were united visionary development partners, financial institutions, the private sectors, and other government agencies to shape a brighter future for the youth. To enhance efficiency and quality learning environments for our beneficiaries, we visited the various hub centers to ensure adequate and well-structured incubation centers to monitor their dreams take flight. A comprehensive training manual was developed to help guide our trainees in bringing out the endless innovation and creativity in our beneficiaries. The selection committee was inaugurated to rigorously select viable, scalable, and feasible youth-owned sustainable businesses which will pave way for excellence. And at Abokobi, our training partners were taken through a week-long training to empower and guide them to train and ignite entrepreneurial spirit. Together, we are building a thriving Ghana, one bold step at a time.
Hi, my name is Janat Isifu, founder and CEO of One Hive Ghana. One Hive Ghana is a female innovation space in the Bunu region that champions the active inclusion of women into entrepreneurship, technology, and agricultural development. I am super excited that One Hive Ghana has been selected as an implementing partner for the Adwumawura project. Having working with NEIP in the past and also present, I think there's been series of developments in the current implementation of this project, and I'm happy about it. Currently, if you look at the modules that have been introduced to us as partner, the implementing partners, it has been super insightful. We are looking at the business development side of the entrepreneurs. We are looking at marketing and branding. In the days to come, we are going to look at their funding and how they are able to keep their financial records, because we believe that financial management is the lifeblood of every business. And so I'm happy about the training that we as partners are undergoing, and in turn we are going to transfer this knowledge to the entrepreneurs. I'm also happy about the inclusivity aspect of the selection process, because currently, if you look at the whole and the implementing partners here, we have a lot of females or female-led training institutions. Is the best way to go, because if you look at this country and the population, we have a larger number of our population being women, and so I'm happy that now concentration or attention is being given to women leaders, women entrepreneurs, women in businesses, where they're going to also be able to hold the hands of younger women and support them. So I want to appreciate everyone at NEIP, from the CEO to the team who are implementing the Adwumawura project. It's a good initiative from the government of the day, and I'm hoping that with the support of the implementing partners and the team, we will be able to achieve the results of creating employment for young people through entrepreneurship, and also building a strong entrepreneurship ecosystem for Omai Ghana.
This program called Adwumawura, it's a great initiative. When you look at the rationale behind it and how they are going to operate, they don't just give you funding to start a business, but they give you mentors. There's a mentorship bit of the program. To the ones that are yet to start, the young ones that are listening, this is a huge opportunity for them to grab and not to play with it. I think it shouldn't be business as usual, just because it's from the government. I'm sure there are some of them who have been aspiring to start something, but for so many years they've not been able to start because of lack of funding. Now, here is a golden opportunity. And once you are presented with this golden opportunity, you have no choice but to make use of it. Make the most out of it. If you fail, you would have learned. If you win, you keep going.
The Adwumawura program goes beyond just funding. It will help you in the areas of coaching and mentoring, access to market, and assist you meet all the statutory and regulatory requirements. To every young entrepreneur, start small. Start where you are. The next horseman could be you. Keep walking.
Adwumawura is a replica of what I participated in, and I am sure if the entrepreneurs themselves have the mindset, because that's actually the most important thing, the mindset to build a sustainable and profitable, scalable business, Adwumawura is for them. And that is the launch pad for startups especially, and maybe even running businesses to reach their next level.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thought you gave a round of applause. And so this is what Adwumawura is about. And I know you've taken the cue. And if you've been selected to be here, I know that as it's now you're sitting down, your light bulb moments are coming. And I know we'll move out of this place and come back with testimonies of many businesses that will churn out of this place. Oh, we give a better round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And a point of correction, ladies and gentlemen, the CEO for NEIP is Mr. Eric Ajay, not Honorable Eric Oboku. We continue with the rest of the program and would like to take some remarks from our training partner. Ladies and gentlemen, the speaker is the CEO for Ghana Chamber of Young Entrepreneurs. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Sharif Gali. Oh, round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, Your Excellency. Permit me before I start with my salutations. This is a room full of young people, and today is for us, and we are proud of what you and the Excellency, my brother, my father from Bole, I'm from the same hometown, so let me mention it, is doing for the Ghanaian youth. Young people, you remember when they say our motherland. Today we have the real mother in the house. Let's prove to her we are proud. Thank you very much. So before we clap, let her know that we, the Ghanaian youth, say we are rising. Do you remember the national youth anthem? Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. With a very huge one, ladies and gentlemen, let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. We are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved in building our motherland. Thank you very much. Because of time, I know you would love to take another one. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, I prefer to call you our mother, the Honorable Minister of Youth Development and Empowerment, a true beacon of hope for young Ghanaians, and a history setter and a pace setter, the first ever Minister for Early Youth Development and Empowerment. The Honorable Minister of Food and Agriculture, Honorable Eric Opoku, one of Ghana's finest brain in his field, the humble and hard-working CEO and Deputy CEO of the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, very intelligent, very gentle. I've never seen a CEO that will call you and ask you, what do you think? God bless you. The board chairman and members of the board of the National Youth Authority, the Vice Chancellor, standing on all existing protocol, ladies and gentlemen, I've seen our development partners. Today, I'm happy. Those of you know me, a lot of time I wear kaftan. I decided to be different today. And to show that today is a different day, of course. We are not just here for onboarding, ladies and gentlemen. It is a signal of hope. And we are gathered here not just to commence a program, but to witness a commitment, a promise from leadership being fulfilled in the most transparent, inclusive, and non-partisan way. I have been part of the process, and I can tell you that this was done in a more transparent way, and this is how it should be done. Thank you very much. On behalf of the Ghana Chamber of Young Entrepreneurs, the Ghana Youth Federation, and all the training partners across Ghana, I extend our deepest solidarity and heartfelt appreciation to the NEIP and to the Minister of Youth for the successful onboarding of beneficiaries for the Adwumawura program. The NEIP team demonstrated that youth programs can be implemented with integrity, transparency, and fairness. And we are proud today to stand with you, not just as partners, but as believers in the future where every Ghanaian youth has a real chance to thrive. And to Your Excellency, the Vice President, my mother, our mother, your presence here today is not just ceremonial. It is an indication that youth economic empowerment is of highest interest to you and the President. And so we are happy to have you here. But let me also respectfully and firmly add that, Mother, when you go back, tell your ministers, your committee on budget, that your children, that's the youth of Ghana, are saying that next year we want to see an upscale of Adwumawura. We want to see an upscale of National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. So in the 2026 national budget, we are watching. Why am I saying this, Mother? The young people are very interested in what you are doing. The interest is growing, and we are looking up to you and the government. So we want to see a lot of good things coming out next year. Now, having said that, allow me to speak now as the acting president of the newly inaugurated Ghana Youth Federation that was inaugurated by the Honorable Minister of Youth. It is the constitutional and partisan body representing all youth groups in Ghana. And I want to make it clear that if you are here today as a partner, you now have a coordinated, structured body to work with, which is the Ghana Youth Federation. We shall work with you. We will mobilize the youth in Ghana. We would ensure that youth programs are not just designed, but they are implemented, they are assessed, and that every young person in Ghana have access to it. On behalf of the million of youth in Ghana and change makers in Ghana, I want to once again express our deepest gratitude to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, and to our mother, Your Excellency, the Vice President. Thank you for keeping your word. We are seeing the delivery. Today is not a promise. Look around you, it's evidence. Look at the room. It is happening. Adwumawura is not just a promise. Are you not happy you are here? Thank you very much. And so we are happy to have this program, and we are hoping to see more coming for the Ghanaian youth. And also let me close by saying, to those of you who are recently employed, young people, some of you are ministers, some of you are CEOs. There's a saying in Africa that a child that washes their hand well can eat with elders. Today I say that a young leader who delivers, you have the right to lead us. I know there are presidents among you. So whatever you do today, we need to prove to His Excellency, the President, and our Vice President, and every elder in Ghana that when you give a young person the role, we deliver with integrity. We deliver. So that next year, a lot of young people can also get appointment. On this note, thank you very much. We are proud of Adwumawura.
Thank you very much, Sheriff Gali. A better round of applause for him once again, ladies and gentlemen. And we'd like to acknowledge the presence of some dignitaries in our midst. In no particular order, I will be mentioning their names. And so we have in our midst this morning the MCE for Ayawaso West State, Ayawaso West Wugon Municipality, Dr. Michael Mensah. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for him. Thank you so much, sir. We also have in our midst the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Professor Nanaba Amfo. A round of applause for her. We also have in our midst the Dean of the University of Ghana Business School, Professor Chenebua Kodjia. Thank you so much, sir, for coming. And earlier we had the presence of the Member of Parliament for the Ayawaso West Wugo constituency, Honorable John Seto Dumelo. Please, let's give it up for him, even though he's not here. And also the Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Eric Opoku. Thank you so much for coming, sir. And yes, we also have in our midst the Minister of Youth Development and Empowerment, Lawyer Honorable George Opare Ado. Ladies and gentlemen. Also, as a way of reminder, I want to inform you all that we are live on a number of country and also a number of radio stations. So from Nananum Radio, Charity FM, Nikigli FM, Kasha FM, Lion FM, Eagle FM, Fabla FM, Akina FM, Sharp FM, Royal FM, GBC, Beyond FM, Dream FM, Kingdom FM, Impact FM, Akwaba FM, Bond FM, Jinyami Radio, Lolonyon FM, Ho FM, Ashanti FM, and the rest. We are live there. Walk up fine. Boy, you're shining Mokobe. Mokoya Jenny, near Quet TV. I came like a red worker soon. Ibani, Ebo, to Impacho. Obi will fear Nasa TV, new internet is soon you want Naso Beshaya. Manason to say, radio stations in Nano, Jumedia, a Chegu, Ewo Hono, Mefis of the bone, sim, Amami. Fine, a tree, we more. Ebe is in a kind. Thank you. Oh, you have stopped clapping for me. Right, so at this juncture, we want to take some commitment words. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll welcome Miss Mawulinam Jamesi Tome to do us Yanis. Let's welcome her with a round of applause. Oh, please, she's fine, so please keep clapping till she gets here.
Good morning, everyone. Her Excellency, the Vice President, standing on all protocols, my name is Mawelinam Jamesi Tome. On behalf of the beneficiaries of the Adwumawura program, I would like to thank you all very much for bringing up this innovative program and also allowing us to be partakers of it. We promise to learn and to implement whatever we have learned, and also in future be employers of the general mass. We are very grateful. Thank you.
A better round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen. So we would want to take an address from the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Honorable Eric Opoku. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Thank you very much, Madam Moderator. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Jinana Opoku Ajiman, Honorable Ministers of State herein present, Honorable Members of Parliament, Vice Chancellor of the University, Chief Executive Officer and Management of the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, heads of government institutions herein present, innovation hubs and training partners, development partners, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a profound honor to address you on this momentous occasion of the onboarding and orientation ceremony for beneficiaries of the Adwumawura program. This day witnesses another transformational epoch in the annals of the history of our country, as government under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama rolls out bold, inclusive, and innovation-driven initiatives that restore hope and dignity, redirect energies to productive and profitable ventures, and economically empower the Ghanaian youth to contribute significantly towards the socio-economic development of Mother Ghana. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Adwumawura program is an intentional pro-growth economic strategy that engages the youth within our communities in a manner that is productive and constructive and enhances their strength for growth and poverty reduction. Ladies and gentlemen, our agricultural landscape presents a paradoxical situation where, in the face of abundant resources, spiking food import bill, low production and productivity, exportation of raw agricultural products, and many other challenges continue to define Ghana's agriculture. However, challenges are not roadblocks, but opportunities in disguise. They are only pointers to the existence of limitless opportunities for job creation, increased incomes, value addition, and the total liberation of our people from abject poverty. Through the Adwumawura program, young agripreneurs are being empowered to innovate across the agricultural value chain, from production, processing, and mechanization to agri-tech solutions, distribution systems, and value-added products. This is smart agriculture, which is anchored on data and technology. The establishment of agro and industrial parks, the farmer service centers, expansion in irrigation and mechanization, value addition, Nkokwan Ketenkete program, among other initiatives under the Feed Ghana program, will create a fountain of gainful employment for the Ghanaian youth. It is against this background that the Ministry of Food and Agriculture has signed a memorandum of understanding with the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, NEP, to ensure that entrepreneurs, particularly poultry farmers under the Nkokwan Ketenkete initiative, have access to chicks, feed, battery cages, and extension support services. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I at this juncture urge beneficiaries in the agricultural sector to embrace this opportunity with seriousness and commitment. You are encouraged to explore modern methods of farming, mechanization, innovative processing techniques, digital applications, and market-oriented strategies to improve productivity. Building a strong and resilient future requires you to avoid negative, manipulative, and double-faced companions. With strong determination and industry, we shall soon be the economic giants. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for the Minister for Food and Agriculture, the Honorable Eric Opoku, the man in charge of Nkokwan Ketenkete. Round of applause for him again, ladies and gentlemen. Before we proceed, I'd like to quickly do a few more acknowledgments, particularly from the office of the Vice President. Ladies and gentlemen, we have in our midst, this man needs no introduction. He was very well known for some of us growing up, the Honorable Alex Segbefia. He's a Chief of Staff at the Office of the Vice President. Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We also have Chairman Ofosu Ampofo. He's the political advisor to the Vice President, senior political advisor to the Vice President. Ladies and gents, we also have spokesperson for the Vice President, Madam Ama Pratt. Mrs. Ama Pratt is here with us as well. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We also have policy advisor on finance, Madam Mansa Amwa Ewa, with us here in the house. Round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, policy advisor on social sector, Dr. Miriam Rahinatu Idrisu is here with us as well. Of course, my own big brother, Dr. Sharif Khalid, policy advisor on economic issues. Round of applause for him as well, ladies and gentlemen. And we also have policy advisor also on economic, Dr. Hamza Zakaria is here with us as well. You don't seem too excited. Can we get a louder applause, please? Are you not happy about the initiative? Are you happy about it? Are you sure? If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show, if you're happy and you know, clap your hands. Now give yourselves a round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Our next speaker needs no introduction. He's also a young man whom His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, has entrusted with a position to ensure that the young people of this country, for the first time in the history of our country, have an office that takes care of all of our needs. Has never happened. We're boxed under the sports ministry and nobody really cared about us that much. Once in a while, they did a few initiatives around there. But now we have a ministry that's meant to cater for our development, that's meant to cater for our empowerment. And that ministry is headed, I'll mention your name, relax, Honorable, relax. I'll come to you. Let's give His Excellency John Dramani Mahama a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And we are doing this because he's a president that promised and has delivered and continues to deliver on all of the promises that he made to us. This is a president who believes in young people. And when you take a look at all of his appointees, from ministries to state agencies to boards, you have so many young people occupying these positions. What he's telling us, and I'm going to pick inspiration from my brother Sheriff's speech, is that when young people are given an opportunity and we deliver, it only means that we'll continue to be given more opportunities to continue to deliver and to deliver and to deliver. And so at this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, join me welcome Ghana's first ever Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment, Lawyer George Opare Ado, a.k.a. Pablo.
Good morning. Your Excellency, Professor Jenana Opoku-Agyeman, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Ministers of States who are here with us, senior members of the Vice President's Office, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, the Chief Executive and Management of the NEIP, the heads of government agencies, development partners, innovation and incubation hubs, members of the youth ecosystem and actors, ladies and gentlemen, and our distinguished friends from the media. Welcome to this historic occasion of the onboarding and orientation of the first beneficiaries of our timely and revolutionary entrepreneurship initiative, the Adwumawura program. Ghana's youth development journey is now at a turning point where retrogression will not be countenanced. We are gradually and steadily maneuvering the steep curve from young people seeking jobs desperately to young people growing, thriving, and sustainable businesses and creating dignified and sustainable jobs for themselves. The national research agenda is truly on course, and the youth have not been left out, kind courtesy of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama. Need I re-echo the obvious? It is very clear that His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama is truly committed to the developmental cause of young people and to the agenda of youth empowerment. Since his assumption of office, he has demonstrated his commitment through the establishment of the youth ministry, solely dedicated to young people of this country. He has demonstrated his commitment by allocation of funding for the implementation of flagship programs and initiatives focused on youth development, and I'll recount a few. The National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program is leading the Adwumawura program. The National Youth Authority is leading the National Apprenticeship Program, and the Ministry of Communications and Digitalization is leading the 1 Million Young Coders Program. These are all initiatives that we seek to make the necessary impact in the lives of young people of this country. The youth ministry, solely dedicated to the people of this country, has demonstrated its commitment by allocation of funding for implementation of this particular program, the Adwumawura program, which seeks to support at least 10,000 Ghanaian youth-owned businesses annually. Is that not commitment enough for a government to set up to establish 10,000 young people every year. So in 4 years, we are hoping to be able to start 40,000 young people in business. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Adwumawura program stands as a definitive national initiative in the realm of youth entrepreneurship and empowerment. Following an extensive application process that yielded 120,000 submissions, only 10,000 could be selected. And Madam Vice President, I make a passionate appeal to your office. Please tell His Excellency that that 100 million he allocated this year was good. But we believe strongly as young people that if we were given more, we'll be able to deliver more and many more young lives will be transformed. This 10,000 was drawn from every region and district in this country. We want to ensure that the program's character is national so that everybody will be given the opportunity. We don't want to reserve this program for only people in big cities. And so from every constituency in this country, from every district in this country, and from every region in this country, there is a beneficiary for the Adwumawura program. Every region is on board to contribute and benefit from the energy, creativity, and enterprise of our youth towards building a stronger and a more balanced economy that reflects the diversity of our country. The selective convening of this cohort also took into consideration the ministry's policy and government's broader commitment to ensuring inclusivity, and therefore meant an automatic selection for all persons with disability after their successful application program went through. So anybody who applied to be part of the Adwumawura, once you have any form of disability, once you met the cutoff, once your application process was accepted, you were automatically onboarded on the Adwumawura program. We are leaving no one behind with this program. This program has been carefully designed as a well-integrated empowerment framework that equips beneficiaries with practical entrepreneurial skills, strengthens access to finance, provides structured mentorship, which is very important. What we realized when we engaged stakeholders was a lot of businesses don't survive because they lack mentorship. And with every business, there are steep ends, there are difficult moments. There are times when you only need somebody to encourage you. And so everybody who goes through this program, once you are done, you will be may come. With practical entrepreneurial skills, strengthen access to funds, provide structured mentorship, foster market linkages, and integrate technology for growth and impact assessment. We are in the mode where AI is now driving the world. And so we are just not giving you training and saying that we've trained you in entrepreneurship. The world is fast changing. And a lot of the skills that are available today, in 3 years, in 4 years, in 5 years, will not be available if we don't meet AI 6 to bring. And so as part of the training, AI is fully incorporated in the training so that you are ready when you are onboarded the program and you are ready to take on the world. Through the Adwumawura program, beneficiaries will be supported to create solutions that cut across diverse sectors and contribute to a resilient economy, all geared towards building the Ghana we want. Together, we will tackle some of the most urgent challenges we face as a nation, from youth unemployment and food insecurity, that is why you see the Honorable Eriko Poku here, to the need for sustainable and inclusive economic growth, among others. Through this program, we will strive to achieve the sustainable development goals of eradicating poverty, achieving zero hunger, ensuring well-being, and promoting decent and economic growth. To our beneficiaries here today, the first of this transformative vision, this opportunity is for your personal growth as much as it is for the growth of your families, your communities, and ultimately for the growth of Ghana. With the knowledge, networks, and resources you'll be provided with, we will support and challenge you to build enterprises that are sustainable, innovative, and globally competitive. We believe strongly that at the end of the 4-year term of His Excellency President Mahama, we should have one unicorn company emerging out of this initiative. We will be applying rigorous discipline to your training, consistently leveraging inventive strategies, and build businesses that endure. The success of this program will be measured in the opportunities you receive, in the jobs you create, and the professional pathways you unlock. The societal foundations and communities you strengthen and uplift, and the enduring imprint you leave upon our national fabric. I must commend the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program for their efforts as implementing body for this noble program. On behalf of the Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment and NIP, I extend a deep appreciation to all stakeholders who have provided their indispensable support for this program. To the government agencies who have collaborated with us and supported us, we say thank you and ayiko. To the financial institutions, our development partners, the various hubs and trainers, your engagement exemplifies the collective nature of this endeavor, and our sustained success is contingent upon the continuity of this vital collaboration. Ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, and Your Excellency, if you permit me, I have a task to formally launch the training manual that has been developed through the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, the University of Ghana, the entrepreneurial actors, the innovating hubs, the British Council, which has been very instrumental, the Chamber of Young Entrepreneurs led by Sharif Gali, the Ghana Hubs Network, the various financial institutions such as APSA, and among a host of other hubs, put together this comprehensive training manual. And as Minister, I have the singular honor of formally today launching this training manual. This is going to be the manual that is going to be used for training. It will be consideration everything that will help and equip our young trainees to come out and train, to be trained properly, and also build businesses that are sustainable. The Adwumawura program is here to transform and also to be able to sustain thriving businesses and enterprises. We hope to create sustainable jobs that will support our communities, our society, and will also impact positively our nation. Dear beneficiaries, congratulations to you all. Let us journey together, dream together, create together, rise together, prosper together, and lead together. Ghana is counting on you. Thank you very much, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.